Good morning. Currently 8:24. We have news at 8:45. Flash Manufacturing PMI. We have red folder news day on this beautiful Monday. Thing I do want to know is we are in this 4 hour fair value gap. We are extremely bullish. Extremely is a drag. I mean, we're bullish. We're bullish enough. Um, we are in a 4 hour fair value gap. Doesn't look like we have any S&Ts, but if we do close below here, we'll have a 15-minute change in the state of delivery. We do have Asia lows still intact, 180 points. There's also a new week opening gap. Kind of just gonna see what price does at open, and we're also gonna wait for 8:45 because that can cause a whole bunch of movement. We do have a 15-minute fair value gap here, but we have tapped into it. So this is also an hourly fair value gap, but I wouldn't mind taking it off over 1 minute. Let's see here. We don't have an hourly fair value gap here. We do have one down here. We do have a 15-minute fair value gap, however. Looks like our best point of interest is probably this 15-minute down here. And we still have Asia lows at the bottom. So we'll just wait and see what price wants to do. I'm bullish, but we might get that. All right. Price is dropping. Do have an S&T at these lows. Perfectly tap that 15-minute change in the state. But I'm not convinced, and we have 8:45 news, so one hand. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Thank you. Looking a little more bearish. Yes, however, is holding that 15-minute fair value gap. I think we're pretty bullish. Um, I just don't know if this is the entry, so we went about 210 on it. Technically, that is the change of the state I was looking for. It happened so fast, bro. I'm on 85. This is a 91 point trade. I'm wondering if at this point, do we want to go break even? We retap that volume imbalance. See, what are we doing on higher time frames? There's nothing really holding us back. Don't tease me, bitch. I mean, honestly, I think this is the trade we could have went full size on. Just with how bullish price was moving, I'd want us for sure to hold this 5 minute. Like, why would we break below that 5 minute? That's just disrespectful. Both of them are fairly close to previous week high. Leave it up to Monday to tease you. So I added there, um, we're risking less for starters. We're only risking about $143 to make 1,000. When we were risking about $210 to make 700. So I didn't mind adding there because we had a 5 minute fair value gap. We also had a 1 minute change in the state of delivery. Typically on 5 minute fair value gaps, you want to have a 15-second change of state, but backtesting that, I don't have good luck with 15-second change in the states. I just don't think they're very good for me to go off of. So the 1 minute change of state, even though that's not the aligned time frame for the 5 minute, it is a higher time frame than the 15 seconds. So to be honest, it gives me more confirmation. So I was okay adding there. And for us to originally have four contracts here and then another three here. 18 points is where it averaged out to. And overall, if we do hit this, we'll make more. So I'm not mad at that at all. I'm interested to see the reaction we get once we hit this right here. I'll probably go, that's probably most definitely where I'll go break even. Um, Let me look at the 5 minute here. Yeah, because we've already swept that on the 5 minute. I mean, I would like us to just come up here and hit previous week high, but we're being teased. So wait, wait a minute. Okay, this is where we entered. This was our change in the delivery. How did we get tapped back in? Oh, I'm pretty sure I probably just entered like close to this candle close because we dropped back down into it. Um, break even. Break even at these highs. Bruh, my stop loss is tweaking. Break even like I said I would do. Coming up on 48 minutes, twin. 48 minutes for this trade. That's annoying, bro. Bro, that's hella annoying. I'm taking all seven. Cause this price, my goodness. Are you gonna give it or you not? This has been a 59-minute trade, bro. For 59 minutes, I don't know if I'm gonna win or if I'm gonna lose. Cause this ain't no, it's a Monday, bro. Monday price action? God, they play all day, all fucking day. Time to measure these pullbacks, twin. This pullback was around 57 points. This pullback was around 64 points. This pullback was around 38 points, and this would be 64 points. If I'm a win, let me win. If I'm a win, let me win. Just let me win. In an hour. If I'm gonna go break even, just do that. But if I'm a win, let me win. Cause why are you playing with me right now? Let me. Oh shit. ES went up there. That hurts a little bit. It does hurt a little bit because at this point it's do I want to take profits on NQ at the moment? I think low key, yes. Gotta make sure it's NQ. Bro, Jesus, please. Bro, please, dear God. Gang. All right, so our trade finally hit. We caught a total of, let's see here, caught a total of 91. Let's just make sure 91 points today. And the full trade took about, let's see here, took about an hour and 4 minutes on this entire trade. Why did we take it? Well, for starters, we were extremely bullish. We had previous week highs above. Also had news. News was respecting these bullish P arrays. On top of that, we had a gap up with a volume imbalance left behind. I entered off the change in the state of delivery because we were tapping to a 15-minute
and a 1 hour fair also had S&T at the let me we also had an S&T at these lows. Here's the 15-minute fair value gap. This is the 15-minute fair value gap. It's on the hourly. This is the hourly fair value gap here that we tapped into and respected. And just look how bullish we are. Why wouldn't we? Why wouldn't we buy? Look at this. Somebody go blue this. We also have another volume, actually, another volume that aligned with our previous week high, which I thought was interesting. Which I thought was very interesting as our volume. So, quite a few reasons to go higher. Overall, price is extremely bullish. Respecting this 15-minute and this 5 minute. Got a 1 minute change of state. And we also, let's go to 5 minutes, because we also had an S&T at the lows that I didn't mark out, but I did keep. Let me see. This would be said S&T. So said S&T. So we had an S&T that was prevalent on the 15-minute. Tap into an hourly and a 15-minute. Waited for a 1 minute change in the state of delivery. The reason we didn't take this is because it was for you're patient enough to wait till after this happened at news. Usually news kind of just respects stuff in the direction that it usually needs to move to. So when I saw this and then I saw us gap right here, we did this gap, I was like, oh yeah, I want that. I need that. I want this change in the state of but honestly, this really truly was a change in state of delivery because we had such an aggressive move down. I didn't mind using this to change the state of delivery. There's one disrespected this one I get, which became an inverse for like. So if I want to see bullish, I need this last down to be the change in state, and then got that tapped in, and this happened. Also added to our position because we tapped into a 5 minute fair value gap and we had a 1 minute change in the state. Ended up averaging out to about 18 minutes when we added three contracts here. So our first four were here, our three contracts were here, which gave us our full size. Um, well, they gave us about our full size, I'm sure. Let's see. With our risk down here, we added three contracts. That should have, yeah, so that gave us about $400 dollars at risk. But then we averaged out to about here. So our risk now became here under this low because we had that one change in the state. 1 minute change in the state was going to hold. This low should hold, even if we didn't have it in some tier. I'm sure that we, but this low should hold because we had the change in the state way up here. I entered pretty much off this candle close and this little thing tapping in there, which is like so totally fine, so totally cool with that. And then we ended up risking, I think it was about, we had seven contracts that averaged out to 126 for $1,000 to. Originally, we were only going to make, I think, like 700 or 800. So the fact that I added, I think, some boss of shit. And yeah, I'm really glad we did that. So why did we take this? 1 hour and 15-minute fair value gap with S&T. We had a 1 minute change in the state. Why did we add the 5 minute hell? We had a 1 minute change in the state, and we targeted this week's highs. We were also having super bullish order, so that is why we added. Anyways, guys, I'm about to hop off.
Peace.